The Galactic Council, an assembly of interstellar civilizations, prided itself on maintaining peace and order across the cosmos. Comprised of hundreds of advanced species, their laws were strict, their decrees absolute. For centuries, Earth had been a minor player in this grand game, a relatively new member of the Council, an experiment to see if humanity could rise above its barbaric tendencies and join the collective enlightenment of the stars. When humanity first gained entry to the Council, they brought with them tales of their violent past, their resilience, and their ingenuity. Despite skepticism, Earth managed to prove its worth with diplomatic efforts and scientific contributions. But beneath their smiles and handshakes, humanity harbored secrets, remnants of a time when survival meant forging weapons capable of unfathomable destruction. These relics of Earth's turbulent history were buried deep, forgotten by most, except a few. The incident began innocuously enough. A human delegation had been invited to a neutral star system to discuss the expansion of trade routes. Among the delegation was a young child, the daughter of Earth's ambassador. Bright-eyed and curious, she embodied the hope and promise of humanity's future. But on the second day of talks, tragedy struck. A misunderstanding, or so it was claimed, led to her death. The details were murky, the evidence suspiciously sparse. Officially, the Council ruled it an accident, a tragic mishap during a routine inspection of the conference facility. Humanity did not buy it. The ambassador, broken and enraged, demanded answers. The Council, however, was dismissive. To them, humans were still a young and impulsive race, prone to overreaction. They underestimated the depth of humanity's grief and its wrath. For weeks, Earth sent diplomatic envoys to plead for justice. Each time, they were met with cold bureaucracy and veiled threats. The Council believed they had the upper hand. After all, Earth was but one planet among many, their military capabilities laughable compared to the vast fleets of the galaxy's elder races. What could humanity possibly do? They had forgotten humanity's history, forgotten the ancient warnings whispered by other species who had once crossed paths with the Terrans in less enlightened times, forgotten that humanity's ingenuity was born not of peace, but of war. In a hidden bunker beneath the surface of the moon, a council of Earth's most brilliant minds convened. These were not politicians or diplomats, but strategists, scientists, and historians. They delved into the archives, unearthing blueprints and schematics thought lost to time. Plans for ships that could tear through space-time itself, weapons that could turn stars into black holes, and cloaking devices capable of rendering entire fleets invisible. These were the creations of a desperate age, locked away when humanity chose to pursue peace. The project was codenamed Nemesis. For months, Earth worked in secret. The shipyards of Mars and Titan buzzed with activity, their production cloaked by advanced stealth fields. The best pilots, engineers, and tacticians were recruited, sworn to secrecy under penalty of death. Resources were diverted from every corner of the solar system, even the most skeptical of humanity's leaders. Those who had argued for continued diplomacy could not deny the righteousness of their cause. Then, without warning, Earth's fleets emerged. It was not an act of conquest or retaliation, but a demonstration. In the heart of a barren star system, they activated an ancient weapon. The star collapsed in on itself, forming a black hole that consumed everything within light years. The message was clear. Humanity was no longer to be underestimated. The Galactic Council convened an emergency session. Panic rippled through the assembly. The elder races, those who had ruled the galaxy unchallenged for millennia, suddenly felt the icy grip of fear. How could a backwater species like humanity possess such power? The Council demanded that Earth stand down, threatening sanctions and military action. But Earth did not flinch. "You killed our child," the ambassador declared in a broadcast that echoed across the stars. "You dismissed our grief, mocked our pain, and now you threaten us? You call yourselves enlightened, yet you act as tyrants. We will not bow. We will not break. Justice will be served." The first skirmishes were swift and brutal. Council fleets, confident in their superiority, engaged humanity's forces near the outer rim. They expected an easy victory. Instead, they were met with tactics and technology they could not comprehend. Earth's ships moved like shadows, striking with precision and vanishing before the enemy could respond. Entire armadas were dismantled in hours. News of humanity's defiance spread like wildfire. On countless worlds, oppressed species watched with awe and hope. If humanity could stand against the Council, perhaps they too could rise. Rebellions erupted across the galaxy, further straining the Council's resources. Desperate to regain control, the Council sought allies among the elder races. They forged an alliance of unprecedented scale, pooling their fleets and resources. The resulting force was the largest armada ever assembled, a testament to the galaxy's collective might. They converged on Sol, determined to end the human threat once and for all. Earth was ready. The Battle of Sol became the stuff of legend. Humanity's ancient fleet, newly christened and battle-hardened, met the Council's armada in the void between Jupiter and Saturn. The clash was apocalyptic. Ships the size of cities unleashed torrents of plasma and antimatter. Planets trembled as gravitational weapons warped space-time. Amid the chaos, Earth's flagship, the Nemesis, emerged, its hull bristling with weapons thought impossible. The Nemesis was not merely a ship. It was a symbol of humanity's resolve. It tore through the enemy ranks, its advanced shield shrugging off attacks that could obliterate moons. Piloted by Earth's finest, it led the charge, rallying humanity's forces with a singular purpose: to protect their home and avenge their fallen. The Council's armada, for all its power, was unprepared for humanity's fury. One by one, their ships fell. The elder races, once so confident in their dominance, found themselves outmatched and outmaneuvered. In a final, desperate gambit, they turned their weapons on Earth itself, hoping to force a surrender. But humanity had anticipated this. A planetary shield, powered by the combined energy of Earth's colonies, deflected the assault. The Council's last hope crumbled as their forces were routed. The remnants of their armada fled, scattering to the far corners of the galaxy. In the aftermath, humanity stood victorious. The Galactic Council, broken and humiliated, was forced to negotiate. Earth demanded not only justice for the child's death, but a complete restructuring of the Council itself. Oppressed species were granted representation, and the era of elder race dominance came to an end. Humanity's rise was not without cost. The scars of war lingered, and the galaxy would forever remember the wrath of the Terrans. But in their victory, humanity proved that even the smallest voice could demand to be heard, that justice could prevail against the greatest of odds. And in the depths of space, the nemesis remained, a silent guardian, a reminder of a time when Earth unleashed its ancient fleet to avenge the loss of one precious life.